block browser, as I called it. I'm using Brave.
No, just I have it streamed up for your RGS.
Oh, awesome. That means I don't need to worry about viruses.
Just make sure you have headphones so we don't hear the movie audio from your end.
All right.
To be honest, I'm already wearing earphones, so we're good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to A Mistake.
Yes, a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake that I ended up seeing in theaters.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, guys! Hello. I thought abortion was illegal in America.
You know what? If this movie had been aborted, it would have been a blessing.
Yeah, it's...
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
After how good the first one was, you would think that this one would be pretty good, but this one only proved that the first one was good, as good as it was because of Zack Snyder.
By pure accident, yeah.
Yeah. Are you calling Snyder an accident, Alex?
No, I'm calling everything else that went into that film besides Jenkins an accident. Because...
Right.
Like, there's this movie demonstrates there's a reason why she didn't direct the Thor movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although I still preferred her over Taika Waititi.
But before we start, can we talk about what happened to Wonder Woman 3?
No. We can do that,
saved that for one day.
While we're starting. All right. So is everybody ready?
Yep.
Oh, we haven't started. Okay.
3, 2, 1. So, for those of you who don't know, Wonder Woman 1984... What the fuck? Okay, let me see. We may have to restart.
God damn it, Alex.
Okay, so yes. So, let's restart. 3.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Are we recording?
Yes, we're still recording. That was what the intro was about.
Okay, we're not streaming. Got it.
No, we're streaming.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I remember reading your review of this movie on your website.
Yes, and you were also present for me watching the last half of this film.
Oh, yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, this movie was supposed to come out in winter of 2019. It didn't. It got delayed. This film has one of the longest shooting times of nearly any film I've ever heard of. This film took as long to produce as the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Somehow.
Reshoots took place, so shooting took place in like 2018, 2019. Reshoots took place 2019 to 2020. The film was delayed because of quality issues and then an unspecified virus of unknown origin, which definitely escaped a lab in China. And, then, you'll notice Chris Pine is in this film, even though he died in the last one.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is in this film. He's the only good part of it.
Which is
Robin
sad.
Wright gets Robin Wright gets top billing, even though she's barely in this film.
Same with Connie Nielsen.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer returned to do the score, and granted, parts of it are really good. Other parts of it are
really bad.
Spider Amazon. We're ripping off the Spider-Man.
I remember a few parts that I liked, and I'll point them out. But
the rope tricks are neat.
Oof.
But wow,
there was a few camera angles that reminded me of.
It's been nearly 2 years since I last watched this movie.
I watched this film when it came out, and never since.
Same. Yeah,
Same actress playing young Diana.
What were you saying, RGS?
I never actually seen this movie in my life.
Ooh, you're in for a treat.
Good for you, buddy.
Baby.
Enjoy this opening sequence. The film is about to get much worse. Yeah, the produced by Deborah and Zack Snyder thing is only because they did the casting on the first film.
Wait, did we start
Story by Patty Jenkins and Jeff Johns.
Yeah, we started the movie.
That was what the 3,
Wait,
2,
when
1 was
did we
about,
start?
dude.
We didn't do a countdown.
We literally.
Wait.
Yeah, we did the countdown. Are you kidding
Oh,
me,
I thought
Ben?
that was for the recording. Oh,
No.
Okay,
dumbass.
we're at 251, 2, 3,
251,
4.
251, 251, 251, 251. I'm at 257.
Yeah,
But
you're
the movie
good.
will start. There we go. Okay. 259, 259.
You'll notice that despite the fact that the Amazons are supposedly ageless, the characters are now older than they were when we saw them in the future in Wonder Woman originally.
To be fair, actors do age.
Yes, but This sequence is entirely unnecessary. Also, why are they allowing the small child to partake in this race when...
Fuck it, why not?
Like,
let the small child compete. Let's break her bones.
Antiope was training Diana secretly in the first film, so why is she allowed to participate in the Olympic Games?
I mean, I understand the 2009 movie, but that was when she was, grown up.
What's the point of that? Why didn't you just use the damn rope?
RGS, do you want subtitles or no?
I'm fine with either.
The music in this sequence is really good.
Yeah.
And the acrobatics is nice. But it serves absolutely no purpose.
Yep.
She's fucking dead.
We could have been watching Kamen Rider, but no, we're watching Wonder Woman.
Damn, trying to murder a kid.
I mean, they are Amazons.
True. No mercy.
Kill the infidel.
Kill the child.
Somehow she survived that.
Don't forget, she's still a demigod.
That was an obvious composite shot there. Actually, there are several obvious composite shots, all of which are, well, let's just say completely unacceptable for a film that had this long a production time.
Why is this movie in 16:9?
Yeah, that's strange, because, like, it's almost 16:9, but it's not.
Oh, so it's in that, old aspect ratio?
Kind of. It's not as tall as Spider-Man, I don't think.
And suddenly Diana looks like she's a bit, I don't know.
Taller? Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like it's a stunt double from a wide shot, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
You cut off RGS, what'd you say?
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good at color.
Wish I had $1 billion.
Oh, is my mic better? I changed the setting on it.
Yep.
It was the wrong one. Okay, good.
Yeah, you're a little better now.
Okay, good.
No idea what any of these things mean.
Yeah, I don't...
Blue winds.
I think it's... Yeah, it's... She's like, I can do it!
It seems to make a wish
Playing
foundation.
the epic battle music for a sequence that has 0 stakes. It's a competition.
I mean, the stakes are that she wants to win, but...
Well, yeah, but, like, this is contradictory to what we saw in the last movie.
Yeah.
And also will not affect the plot in any way, shape, or form.
Other than setting up a really bad really bad lesson.
I mean, let's be honest, this movie probably isn't canon anymore, especially after what they did with the third movie.
This movie was never canon.
Yeah.
This movie could not be canon.
And yet Mahler and CinemaSins try to insist that it's canon.
God. Mahler tried to criticize Zack Snyder for not tying his version of Justice League more heavily to this film. That's not where the bow landed when she had it before. You can still catch up to it. You can still catch up to it. You can still catch up to it, Diana. Diana,
Dan, you literally have like the running speed.
Zack Snyder made fucking this Justice League before this film was even a thing.
Yeah, the reshoots wouldn't have. The reshoots would not have had any
Malcolm.
any room for anything that would tie it to this film. And now Diana has sealed her own fate. Apparently she has to, apparently they have to all trip those things.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that if Diana had just gone on foot and tweaked the thing by hand, it would have, What? Why didn't you just catch up? It was like 5 feet in front of you earlier.
Yeah, you could, because a horse slows down with no rider, you could actually just like catch up.
Like the fact that the horse was doing that at all was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Aren't horses usually like trained to go back and check on their riders if they fall off? I'm not an equestrian, but like
what?
Yeah, I'm thinking she might lose
okay.
this whole
So
thing.
Diana
Check,
won,
right?
Well, she missed one thing, so she technically lost.
Did she? You know, Diana won, but maybe. Have you ever thought that maybe? Okay, so we're about to see some real serious bullshit here. Diana basically won fair and square. She didn't.
No, she missed
cheat.
the last thing.
Okay, she missed a checkpoint.
No, it's not that she didn't. It's not that she
fair.
didn't.
Took the short. How do you know? How do you know that she took the short path?
Yeah, that's
couldn't
stupid.
See
she
her.
didn't cheat, but she missed the checkpoint.
Maybe she missed the checkpoint.
She did. It's not maybe. She skipped the checkpoint.
No, I'm just saying.
Lost. It's not
like,
that she cheated.
I'm just saying, like if,
how much did?
Imagine like she missed it by like a hair. Her, would you have said that? You don't. No true hero is born from lies. Fuck you.
Even like that's the stupid
Literally
part.
all heroes.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Have you ever heard of a secret identity? Besides, you're not training her to be a hero. Oh,
you're training her to be a warrior.
Look to retcon the character.
Retcon the character.
That beautiful retcon.
AKA cameo from a shitty 70s show.
It's not. That's charming. Come on, it's a charming show.
There are better 70s shows.
I mean, yeah, but
like
it's still
that
charming.
70s show, for example.
That 70s show was made in the 90s.
I mean, shouldn't the statue they look to other than Hera would be Artemis? Because she does a lot of these things.
Well, you'd think that, but they're setting up a really stupid cameo later in the film. See if you can guess who that might be. Don't tell him.
I won't.
No one tell him. No one tell him.
And now the aspect ratio closes into a much more ugly format.
I do like how the logo is this kind of TV static.
Yeah,
now it's the 1980s with open bar.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best character.
Hey, look, it's Ted Kord's murderer.
It's Donald Trump.
I will say he is one of my favorite parts.
It's an annoying character from the Ghostbusters. Collateral damage, what's that?
To be fair, Diana didn't damage the truck. Or damage the car.
She could have smashed it.
Yeah, but
she just kind of
that's like that's impossible. That's fake grain.
Yeah, it's
this is not real film grain, guys.
I can let it slide.
You can't fool me, Warner Brothers. That's not real film grain. I know what this movie was shot on.
Yeah, the film grain isn't real. I don't know why they tried this. Hi, Trump.
Also, fake scan lines on the TV.
Oh, and CinemaSins ends up sinning.
She should have been Gwen Stacy there.
Turkish. I don't know
Cinema
why
Sen-
I did that.
CinemaSins ends up sending Pedro Pascal
Yes.
Birdman's like we don't sin in the Mandalorian here. I'm like, considering what he's done lately, I'd say I give Jeremy a pass.
Hang on. I want to apologize to RGS. Had the film dubbed to Turkish.
God.
Why?
It's so funny. It's back there. I don't know why my
All
copy
right,
was
so,
automatically defaulted to
Welcome to the
Turkish.
schlubbiest jewelry store robbers in the history of anything ever. Black Gold Cooperative.
Is that even a real thing in DC Comics?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look that up.
Black
Galen.
market shit going on in the background. Word on the street.
What was it? Black
You-
Gold Corporate?
Black Gold Cooperative. So, this
I
film...
kind of send that with me for the movie.
Hang on. We are at 13 minutes into the movie, and, we have not been introduced to our villains of the day whatsoever.
Aside from Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, these guys, we don't know anything about them. You know, we could have maybe spent the first... Oh, wow, this guy's a fucking idiot. Gone. Oh, he's got...
Alright, to answer your
Why is
question,
everybody
no, they
running
are
from a guy who
fully
dropped
goofy.
his gun?
Yeah, you would think...
It's echo. There's an echo.
Why? Okay, so John McClane took a gun onto a plane in a movie that was actually made in the 1980s, and nobody thought twice about it except to ask him if he was a cop.
Yeah, that.
So,
Yeah, but
why are you...
Yeah, no. You'd think gun law
Isn't this the
would be
shopping
lax
mall
kind of at
from
this
the
point.
movie Commando? I
I
seem
think
to
so.
remember it looking
yeah, I
different
still hear
originally.
I hear the movie in the background. I
Yeah,
said
Ben,
I hear.
Even
can
the
you
other...
turn your headphones
I will
down?
say, I like how the... I like how the robbers are like, what the fuck are you doing, you dumbass? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Put the kid back. Put him back.
And I like how everybody else is like, this guy's fucking stupid. But
No! What kind of acting is that? Oh.
why does the suit look more worn here than it does in Batman v Superman? Also, that kid should have her.
No idea.
That was up. Why? Oi, mate, why is your lasso bad CG?
The
Here's
Wonder Woman
Rhodes.
theme in this movie sucks.
Nope. I know she does that in the comics. It was stupid in the comics.
And
Collateral
in the
damage,
Justice
what's
League,
that?
And in the Justice League TV show.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that they actually wanted to make a live-action Justice League TV show?
I did not know that.
There was also supposed to be a live-action Avengers show. Kid, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you turn the kid...
Stupid little fucker.
Why... Wonder Woman, you could have gotten that kid shot and they just broke the 180 rule. Okay?
The first time they'll do
What? How? I mean... Didn't your boyfriend use... that's impossible. Those guys should be fucking dead.
No, I don't mind the rope thing.
That guy should also be fucking dead. How
That
long
guy
is
should
that
also be
thing?
dead.
Granted, the answer is as long as it needs to be.
Yeah,
as long as it needs to be.
Yeah, that is literally what the last
Diana-
of Hestia is
Reference
like.
to Wonder Woman,
Ooh.
the last film. What?
It's his idea.
I can still hear from someone else.
Those guys should be fucking dead. Collateral damage, what's that? Look at them wiggle their
they
arms
just
to show that
smashed
they're
into
still
a-
alive.
Yeah, no, that they should be dead if they caused that much damage to a single car.
Diana,
Exactly.
why did you do
This
that?
is also contradictory to Diana's claim of staying out of things for like over a century until BVS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 1984, the Retcon edition.
The massive contradiction sandwich.
And where did she
as
go?
Bayless
Where did she
would
come
call
from?
it.
Cotton Eye Joe. The Great War ends.
I thought she didn't have a
believe this is Edda's
picture of
wedding.
him.
This is the... Is that the liberation of Auschwitz? Oi, mate,
They
why
put
is your face
Auschwitz
bad
in this
Photoshop?
Wonder Woman
And she's still
movie.
pining for that
Chris-
at Chris
oh.
Pine.
Chris Pine is in
Etta
this film.
Candy.
Couldn't you have gotten him dressed up in the uniform so that you could take that photo rather than photoshopping his face onto somebody else?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I
What were you
mean, they'll
saying,
be-
RGS?
I mean, they'll be
Hang on.
photoshopping his
yeah.
everything onto somebody else later.
Trevor
Yeah.
Ranch. Is her face Photoshop in that image too? It looks
Yes,
like
it
it.
is. It is.
She's the star of the film! Couldn't you put her in the outfit and put her on a fucking green screen or something?
Clearly not.
Oh my god.
Oh my
film.
fucking lord.
I still can't go over that they put Auschwitz in Wonder Woman.
Christ almighty on a fucking... Well, you know, Kevin, do you want to tell him? Or should I? Wonder Woman
well,
and
let's-
Captain America liberated Auschwitz in
our version.
shared universe, yeah. Technically,
So-
all of the Howling Commandos did, and the 107th.
Yeah, they defeated Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
He was made of bacon in that version. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, movie. I don't believe that the cabbie would stop for him first.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
Okay,
Why-
on the one
that'd
hand,
be-
you have ugly businessman. On the other hand, you have Wonder Woman with a low-cut top on.
Yeah, no offense. I think any cab driver in the 80s would have prioritized the woman.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't make any sense for them not to.
Oh, there's our other villain.
Say
of the
hello
movie.
again to fake Ghostbuster.
Don't spoil it for RGS.
I'm not
Okay.
spoiling anything. The
Oh, you're
Ghostbusters
for
remake was
RGS.
awful. That might be a
Oh, it's
spoiler,
yeah.
from
but
Ghostbusters.
Hi, Kristen Wiig, who's playing
Yeah.
the same character she does in most of the movies she's in.
yeah, and you know what? When she turns evil, spoiler. Sorry.
I literally already said that she was a villain in this movie.
Yeah. She actually becomes kind of charismatic and cool, and then they revert her back.
Don't, dude. Can we keep the spoilers to a minimum?
Now, RGS.
I mean, I kind of assumed that already. At least considering Cheetah doesn't appear in like other DC stuff.
All right,
Yeah.
so, you know the real name of Cheetah?
I don't. I just know that she is better represented in the actual comics.
It's Barbara Ann Minerva.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because Minerva Greek thing.
I don't even know what we're gonna end up doing with Minerva in our version.
Well, the simple thing is, not this.
We're not gonna do this. Obviously not
This.
this. No.
God, do that.
Oh no, I'm thinking like we need something.
Gemology and zoology, those definitely
'Cause-
have massive
her,
crossovers.
Because her origin is that she was cursed to turn into a bipedal pussycat.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
And
do
in,
Well,
that.
and
Whoa.
and the Justice League cartoon, she experimented on herself and turned herself into the cheetah.
yeah, both of those are better than this.
Which, by the way,
When
Batman-
you wish
which-
upon a star.
Which, by the way, Alex,
Yeah.
remember, Batman was able to seduce that pussy.
Makes no difference.
I was just about to say.
who you are.
I mean, Batman and cat-themed female superheroes / supervillains are kind of a,
Yeah, but And here's the thing: he was able to seduce a Wonder Woman villain, and meanwhile, Catwoman still can somewhat resist his charm.
Speaking of
So I have
Catwoman,
Okay,
speaking
go
of
ahead, Ben.
Catwoman, speaking of that, the canceled Batman Beyond movie featuring Michael Keaton would have had a romance between him and the Catwoman of the Michael Keaton universe.
Okay.
So
Oh, we'll just
Michelle
go fight for
Pfeiffer.
her. Cool.
So I have an open question for all of the people watching the film today. Why exactly does this film and the previous film, Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984, why do they have plots that are completely inconsequential and can be just skipped?
I have no idea. Why did Birds of
Yeah.
Prey get Cassandra Cain like a little kid character and not like a really interesting like assassin character?
Why didn't they cast the Huntress actress as Black Canary and Obi-Wan as Oliver Queen?
You
I
know,
have no
I will
idea. The
say,
ending answer is that they weren't thinking straight.
Well,
I will
obviously.
say, I do like the basic idea of the wishing stone. I like what the villain does with it, but the story is just not good. We'll get to that.
What the fuck's the point of a wishing stone? Be a real man and like do the experiments yourself.
I just like the ideas of the consequences behind it and how the villain uses it. But again, we'll get to that.
Who you are.
I'm imagining they gave her that gemology background just so they can put the stone in somewhere, right?
Probably.
I do like the still detail. Her hair moved
And
when
of
she
course-
thought of her wish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just you don't even need to say it out loud. You just need to think it.
Yeah.
And the
Don't
stone's
say
like,
it,
oh,
don't
I.
think it, don't say it, don't think it, the pee-pee poo-poo, man.
And then the stone then the stone just be all like, I got you covered, fam.
If you poop in your dreams,
By the way,
you poop for
Hishi
real.
By the way, Hishi ended up doing something really funny with the dream stone there, where Alex, you remember or later seeing the movie, right? Where Pedro Pascal wishes himself to be the dream stone.
Yeah, I remember what they did.
It was hilarious.
The monkey's paw curls.
Oh, I love that. And Hishi.
Yeah, Jess, is the movie loud enough for you?
Yeah, it's plenty loud. I just
And
turned
the
the demo a little
watch
bit off.
starts
Oh,
Like,
the
ticking
have
watch
it
is
again
moving.
as a representation. You know, the plot of this film, if it had been
Why
made,
do they show like
I
they
don't
don't
know.
even need to show that?
If this movie had been made back in like the 80s or 90s, this film would be reviled more so than
Yeah.
it actually is.
But there are weirdos on the internet who will actually praise this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Everybody likes
decreasing in
something.
number though, to be fair.
Well, hopefully. But, you know.
I mean,
Is that a bottle
at
of
the very least, the
Perrier?
third movie was canceled. We'll talk about that during the credits, though. I want to
Yeah.
talk about that during the credits.
My Space Invader loves me too much.
I have two of them, but I locked them out of my room.
Exposition. I'm telling you about myself rather than showing any aspect of my character.
Yeah, the pacing in this
Yeah,
movie is kind
I'm
of dull, though.
5,000 years old. This movie is 2.5 hours, and we don't have any time to explain our characters naturally. We have to do it all through exposition because we wasted time on stupid opening Olympics shit.
Alex, why
Hey
is
guys,
it that Judas contracted more for its characters in the hour
less
and a
time?
half that it had?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Like-
I
And
don't
even
know
then,
why.
we still wish that they had a fight with the Fearsome Five.
Might have something to do with the fact that that movie was written by people who weren't trying to waste our fucking time.
And another thing is that it wasn't like a big, massive crossover. It wasn't like a crossover movie between the Justice League and the Titans. No, it was
Yeah.
just the Titans.
So, A piece of writing advice I heard from one Yahtzee Croshaw was, is this the most it's a question you ask yourself, is this the most interesting part of the character's life? And if not, why aren't we seeing that?
Okay, there is a
And,
certain camera angle they do I really do like. I want to point it out when we get to it in a second.
Did
And,
they completely
well,
forget to show and tell?
This is not
supposed
even
to be?
remotely an interesting aspect of the character or their lives or anything. Kevin, what's something that I've repeatedly said would have been a better idea than this film?
Justice Society.
Justice Society, exactly. Granted, we did see the Justice Society of America in the Black Adam film,
Adam.
and they were excellently portrayed. But this could have been a different incarnation of the Justice Society. Maybe we could have had Golden Age
Look
Flash.
at the camera angle they do in a second.
What the fuck is this?
Look at that.
Where did
It's so stupid.
that
It
was?
did, like, the same
We couldn't even
camera angles
see
from the
what the hell
80s.
happened. Simple self No, that's not how that worked. You shoved the man across the park.
I remember the camera angle being different in my mind. It's just a lot lamer here.
Your mind is usually better than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Because I remember
I was
it was like this
unimpressed
80s angle, and it kind of is, but it's worse.
I was unimpressed the first time I watched this movie, and I am less impressed watching it now. Although,
I get the intention.
here's
Like,
the
they're doing
thing,
like
they
the
might
whole
have-
80s thing where hang on. They're doing like the whole 80s thing where the camera or the guy's thrown around the camera obscured and the figure's obscured by the angle, but it does fall flat here. They're trying to do the 80s techniques, but the film doesn't really use those techniques.
Oh, and by the way, Alex, you referenced the monkey's paw thing when talking about the
Yeah, that's gonna come back big time.
Yeah, they'll say like, oh, you'll get your wish, but it'll cost you something.
There's a dead pixel on the screen.
I can't tell with that stuff.
It's gone away now. You can't see it as much because it's panned over into the lighter sections.
Oh,
This camera doesn't have a dead pixel.
Oh, Minerva, you have no idea what you just wished for.
You poor gal.
She's gonna be a furry.
No, that's later.
No, don't. We'll get to that.
Hang
Don't
on a
spoil.
second. You can see the cameraman in her eyeglasses.
Oh, God. I saw that too. Damn it.
Oh my god.
That wasn't no film
great.
camera. You can't fool me.
Great. Oh, it's moving. That's not good.
Meanwhile, the next day.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, you
Nice
could have
little
had the Catman. Played
by the ghost
boxer?
played by the ghost of Adam Wee.
Adam Wee. I miss Adam West.
God, I can't remember his name now. The DC jumping Catman from the Justice Society. What's his name?
Wildcat.
Wildcat. You could have had Wildcat in a Golden Age style or a, early Silver Age movie.
Sorry, when you said Catman, I literally thought the actual, Catman.
From the Fairly Odd Parents.
No, I mean, Catman from, DC.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Even though you've never been
basically
good at
ripped
before.
one for one from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
Except
much more poorly done.
Except minus anything that made sense. Oh my god. There's the Mandalorian himself.
It's
There
Din
goes the
Djarin,
best character in the movie.
a.k.a.
Now, if you
Donald
look-
Trump.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I am off to go kill Ted Core, or then unintentionally inspire his
Leon.
his
No, it's
success.
Leon.
Up, continuity error.
He said the
Hand
thing!
open in the wide shot, pointing in the close shot. Hand down between shots. I bitched about this in my review so much. The editing in
Is
this
this
film
guy
is
supposed to be
terrible.
fucking Maxwell Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Max
This is
Lord.
Maxwell
Maxwell-
Lord the First.
Maxwell
Yeah.
Lord in the original comics was kind of who helped founded, like, I think the Justice League in some way.
His hands were up by
Yeah.
her shoulders in the last shot. Now they're in
But
his
the thing-
pockets.
But then he ends up becoming a villain and is responsible for the death of Ted Kord, as I've mentioned a few times.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
then caused the Scarab to end up in Jaime Reyes.
Broke the 180 line again.
And by the way, another thing, since Jaime Reyes is going to be in the DCEU in his own movie coming out next year,
They're gonna
Or-
need to bring in the old Blue Beetles eventually.
which
He
are
looks
Dan
so-
Garrett, which are Dan Garrett and Ted Kord.
Ted Kord, yes.
I do like how psychopathic he looks.
Yeah.
He's a very good actor. He does everything he can.
I'm not keen on the cast, but that's because I think Maxwell Lord should look conventionally attractive.
Give me a sec. Let me pull up.
I don't
an
agree
image.
that he should be Max Lord. He should have been an original character, but I do
Well,
like
they
his
have
character
an
in this movie.
endless amount of characters that, granted, he does kind of work as Maxwell Lord the First, but this is another case of taking a known character name and attaching it to a character who has no relation to the version from the comics
You know, I
whatsoever.
like that idea. I like the idea that he would be Max Lord the First. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, they shouldn't have just made him Maxwell Lord. I think, in fact, as you said before, they should have just made him his own guy.
Yeah.
You just teleported from looking at the thing with the magnifying glass.
Yeah, there's a lot of teleporting here.
This film had one of the longest production times of any film ever,
It's like
and yet it's
I
edited
think
together
the
like it was
issue is
rushed out
that-
for theaters.
I think the issue is that when they were editing it, they forgot which scenes were the reshoots and which scenes were the originals, so they just had to guess. And they just kind of used both takes.
Well, you know, this is a reason
And
why you
here's
commit
what
to things ahead
here's
of
what
time.
Maxwell Lord, I believe the fourth looks like. I'm still hearing an echo of the movie.
I
Vaguely,
turned it up.
but yeah.
I turned it back down. There's a small resemblance in that image, just small though. Alright, I'm gonna clean my plates and get a snack. I'll be right back.
Don't leave us! Oh.
Yeah, I could still hear the echo.
Oh shit! I was worried that echo was coming from me. No, it's coming from Ben.
Ben, yeah, I think he dropped his headphones near the microphone.
Ben, you gotta Ben, and you gotta pick up your headphones.
Yeah, I think he's a way to get something.
The new king of crude. Jury duty, blackmail!
Yeah, I could still hear it from Ben's end. He needs to pick up his headphones.
Yeah, so the whole business is some kind of sham scam bullshit nonsense. One wonders how this man has the capability of files just teleported out of his hands. They were pinned to his side. So, yeah, so, one wonders how this guy managed to put together the money to make the, company look this good. Pedro Pascal is Mexican. His son looks Asian.
Only
Huh. Wonder if his... I guess the mother was Asian? I don't... Did they know what a Ponzi scheme was back in the 80s?
oh my god,
Because I remember Bernie Madoff was like the first time I'd heard of it.
Ben, where the hell are you? Go get your headphones away from your mic.
Maxwell Lorenzano, yeah. Exposition. We couldn't have learned any of this.
No.
Yeah, it's not like they could have shown like Maxwell like sweating as his investor goes, "Oh yeah, how's
Why?
the deal
And
going?"
now he
And by the
changes
way-
his voice.
And by the way, Maxwell Lord in the comics has mind control powers after getting hit with the gene bomb. This is not.
Listen to how his voice changed. He changes accents. The accent that he used... This is not the accent he used on TV. This is not his regular accent, which he was using with the other people earlier. What the fuck is going on here? Are they... Like, what's going on?
Why are you telling your child that? You really shouldn't have been like emotional about.
Just shut the fuck up. Matt.
You're literally talking to your own child like he's your therapist.
Okay. This is all... It would have been nice if we could have, like, gotten to... Fucking... See... This is not character development.
By the way, the character
This
that
is a train wreck.
By the way, the character that Maxwell Lord was talking with was Simon Stagg.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, you...
And what?
Jenkins, Johns, did you just go to the DC Wiki and pick out a bunch of names at random?
And
It
Simon
kind of feels like that, to
and
be
Simon
honest.
Stagg and in the DCAU, who was responsible for, or the was responsible for the origin of a character Metamorpho.
You know, 40 minutes into Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, we had a powers montage, and you know, he'd beaten up villains, and the Macho Man, and Uncle Ben died, and he tracked down the killer.
Stuff actually happened.
And that with
basically.
great power comes great responsibility, and in Spider-Man 2, we'd had a shitload of stuff go on. There was like, in Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man.
Does
Wonder
she even
Woman
have
1.
the money to afford that?
I mean, she's a
I don't know.
scientist, so sure.
Why not?
Yeah. 80s pop music playing, not an actual 80s pop song that anybody would recognize.
No, just 80s pop music.
Not Chris Pine. Just a generic 80s style synthwave track. I don't even recognize this song. Oh, wow, this is not on the nose at all, is it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the comic in the comics, Simon Stagg was responsible for the origin of Metamorpho.
That makes sense.
And yet here he's just some business douchebag.
Canadian.
No,
the moment
no,
I- the moment
Okay, so this is Welcome to the Pleasure Dome by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
who is also responsible for one of the greatest songs in Zoolander.
Huh.
So I'm almost expecting to hear "Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it.
do it.
Relax,
Yeah, I
don't do
remember
it
that song in
when you want to
GTA Vice
come.
City.
Relax, don't do it when you want to do it."
No, Biotine is for bad breath. Fucking snake oil salesman. And this is one of those problems where I'm not sure if this is the character speaking, or if this is the not the actor, the writer speaking thing, because like I can't tell if this is ignorance on the writer's part or if the character is just trying to be slimy.
It's both.
Both.
Okay, so this is wow. Wow, I thought you wanted to use me for sex, but you just wanted to see all my cool shit, didn't you?
So this is how a man feels like.
Hang on. Wonder Woman 1984.
Ben, where are you? Your audio's still echoing.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome was released on the 29th of October in album form. 7-inch single was in 1985. And this film is set on close to the 4th of July, 1984. So, yeah, that song wasn't out by this point.
So
Continuity error.
So it's anachronism.
Yeah, it's an anachronism. I can't fault them too much for that, but you know, considering
and get back here so you can place your headphones away from your microphone.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, buddy. Now, there is an interesting bit of editing going on here. Don't say you love me. You don't even know me.
And RGS.
And now...
Yes.
This is how they bring back Steve Trevor into the plot.
Yeah, there is some interesting editing going on here, but,
he's literally possessing this one dude.
Have you ever seen the show Ghost Whisperer?
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. And as the movie goes on, they will, at varying points in time, try to make Chris Pine look schlubbier. Like he's, you know, like he's not Captain Kirk hot still. But, because of all the reshoots, they will fail. Like, you can very clearly tell all of this gray is painted into his hair. That gray is going to disappear later on.
Another thing, nobody is going to see Steve Trevor when they look at this guy. They're just going to see the guy.
They shove a pillow down his shirt in a couple of scenes that disappears as well.
So they just kind of do all these things to make him look less than attractive, but they still fail at making him less than attractive.
And another thing,
it's
they
very
could have
obvious
just easily brought back Steve Trevor, or without all this hassle on via the Wish. They didn't need to put his soul into another man's body.
So Diana gathers the Dragon Balls and wishes to have her boyfriend back. Honestly, that would have been less stupid than this. Yeah, his hand is now around her waist, even though they were holding hands in the previous shot.
A futon.
You were a soldier. You were a spy. You don't care about shit like that.
I'm a spy!
Hello, I'm a spy. My name's James Bond. I mean... Okay, that is pretty cool. Especially to somebody like him, but... Because he died in the First World War.
Yeah, in the quote-unquote war to end all wars.
Oh, he'd be rolling in his grave.
I hate
if he
how
found
they-
out about World War II.
Oh, so they actually are just going back to the dude whose body he stole.
That's kind of disrespectful. Screwing in their pad.
Yeah,
Does he have
and
brake pads on his desk?
Yeah, sure, the two of them consent, but what about the guy that Steve is possessing?
Oh.
You
Why?
forget to ask who consent.
Exactly.
Basically, Diana has sexual
Pictures
intercourse
Cost a lot
with-
back then.
with this guy without him giving consent.
So
Did you feed us
Diana, weird possession, struggle snuggled with a guy.
Yes.
Because we can't use the other word because that would get us the big fat
Members only
yellow mark.
jacket,
RGS, I don't
which
mean
means
to tell
that
you
Chris
this.
Pine is going to try to kill
This,
Tony
but-
Soprano later on.
I don't mean to tell you this, RGS, but this series of bizarre things that we do has featured Berserk and Hellsing.
Oh, so I
I
could
believe
say
it's
the
better
struggle
described
word.
as a series of unfortunate events at this point.
Yeah.
I'm back. What I missed?
And-
Ben, you left your headphones too close to the microphone. We could hear the movie through your end.
Are you fucking kidding me? The movie's not even like it's 55%.
Yeah, Chris Pine.
Yeah.
And
Chris Pine
my-
is
my
lamenting over the
microphone
fact that...
isn't even
Yeah, look
plugged in.
closely. Look at how Chris Pine... And look, fake guy doesn't have abs. Chris Pine definitely has abs.
He has the most abs of any abs.
Chris Pine also has... Okay, this guy doesn't have gray in his hair. Chris Pine has fake gray painted in his hair in some shots, but not others.
Diana, you realize...
Did I miss? Hang on. Did I miss Wonder Woman raping the guy or?
No, we're
we're
about to get
about to
down
get
to
to
that.
Thankfully, they don't
Also,
show
we
it,
were
but
trying to
it's
talk
definitely
around
implied.
that.
Alex,
didn't
you
know
forgot
we
that
were
see a
allowed to-
camera in that.
Alex, you forgot. You literally forgot that we had featured Berserk and Hellsing on our
Oh, yeah.
channel, and both of those have.
So,
Well,
how
sexual
exactly
assault.
did you... Where did you keep that
Hell.
in your pants? Did you keep that up your ass?
Yes.
His
I do
anus
like the
is
wish
huge.
Did you, like, ask Minerva to put it up there?
I like that premise.
This works somehow. Ding.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
There should be a
It
rule
was-
against that.
Yeah, I
How-
agree with
I
Jeremy
think-
Scott on that one.
I think it's. I honestly, that's
Like, this is...
very unique. You would think
And
you would do
here's the
something
thing-
really cliche.
And here's
but
the thing,
no.
Alex. Even the Birdman hates this movie.
Good. Everybody
Hmm.
should.
He actually gave like a thorough review of this film on his YouTube channel, and he was like, "Yeah, I was very disappointed in this movie."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Everybody
if he's supposed to
was.
be Maxwell Ward, why doesn't he wish to read the minds of people so he can get better at investment?
No, he just wants. No. Here's the thing. He somehow knows that the dream. He somehow knows that the Dreamstone is capable
Okay.
of taking things from other people. Also, he just know. So, upon.
Why are you eating Pop-Tarts in bed?
I mean, wouldn't you?
How... Yeah, but how did he get up, go to the kitchen, grab the Pop-Tarts, get back in bed?
Maybe he had the Pop
How
Tarts
did
with him.
he do that while she was asleep? Isn't
Some
she a
people-
warrior?
You forget that
So
some
can we
people
talk
are
about the
heavy
rape
sleepers.
thing, or should
Yeah.
I?
Let's talk about the rape. So,
Because
Yeah, so that while I wouldn't mind personally, this is still very strange, very iffy, very oh god, why? Why is this in a movie?
Yeah, I want to
Scratch
preface
that.
this
Why
by
is
saying,
this
of course,
movie?
Diana Prince.
yeah, because keep in mind, it's Chris Pine only looks
You're a
Chris
noob.
Pine to Wonder Woman. It's just some random dude in reality being possessed.
Your
It's
new penis is much smaller than your older one.
God damn it.
Welcome to the gym. Angel
But
Grove.
yeah, so
Somehow in
is the
Washington,
other
D.C.
person conscious, or are they just thinking they're asleep?
good
I
I
think
will
they're
say,
being no,
I
they're
will
being
say
held
Kristen
by.
Wiig looks very good in that outfit.
To answer RGS's question, I don't think that's ever
Those are
answered
plastic.
in the movie.
Those are plastic.
Um,
Those are hollow. You didn't
do
even
we know
bother.
if the guy was? Hang on, do we know if the guy was conscious or no?
Oh no, he had. That is not even trying to hide the fact that that's plastic. Look at the sides there. Inconsiderate bitch. You
Yeah,
don't
she would
do
be.
that.
Yeah, she would be kicked out.
Yeah, especially when you can just, like, lower it down. If...
Oh, there's Stag.
Who looks like Stan Lee for some reason.
Didn't Stag have different hair and look a bit different?
Looks like Stan Lee crossed with Ricardo Montalban.
He didn't look like that before, did he? Sorry, guys, can you answer if he looked like that before, or because I met his
Yeah,
name
he
when we first
did.
saw
We
him.
just didn't get a good look at him.
Oh, okay.
I like how he uses his power.
Kind of lame. Like I said,
if this guy
Lord
became... If this guy had used something else to become some kind of weird wish genie, that would have been interesting, but...
I do still like
How do you
what
get
they
to
do
choose? How do you get to choose what you take from him? How do you get to choose what you take from him?
Decides it.
But... Oh wow, that is not at all subtle foreshadowing here.
It's kind of weird that they made him like a genie. I kind of would have preferred he just had the mind powers.
Okay.
I think it's when you move along. Totally not suspicious.
So he
man.
gets all these wishes, and he gets to find ways to benefit himself. You know, the Wish Stone wasn't previously benefit. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They're not even trying to hide it. He's fucking jacked underneath that.
Yep.
We're about to waste 10 minutes on this shit.
Oh god, why wasn't this scene cut?
Diana, like, the fucking suiting up montage in the last film was kind of interesting. Just wear the fucking clothes. No! This is the night... Now he looks like he's supposed to be on the set of the Thriller video. Or a Van Halen video. Now he looks like if Jason was the Yellow Ranger.
Go Power Ranger.
Fun fact, Jason was the Yellow Ranger briefly in the comics. He and Trini switched powers at one point.
Oh god.
This is completely pointless.
Is that Power One supposed to be like a fucking fuck you to Johnny Depp?
The comic
And now we're just... This outfit is no better or worse than the one we had previously. Why didn't we just wear the
Why did we even have the fanny pack? Fucking remove the fanny pack.
Why did we even have the... Okay, that wasn't 10 minutes, but that felt like it was 10 minutes, and it was longer than
Yeah,
it
I went
needed
on
to be.
for way too long.
We are 57 minutes into the film.
And Ben,
What's up?
I can still hear. I can still hear
It's
bits of
literally at
the.
50%. If I turn it down
Do you have
anymore, I won't
headphones
be
in?
able to hear it. No, I don't. I don't have my big microphone with me.
Oh, excuse me. Well,
If I had my big microphone, you would totally be able to hear it.
okay, why are there... I mean, I didn't think street punks were that common in Washington, D.C. at the time, but...
I mean, a rarity. We don't see them everywhere here. They're just a small group.
Breakdancers. This sequence is also entirely worthless.
I get what
Yeah,
they're
I don't
trying to
get
do. A
any of
reversal.
that.
Remember all the culture shock
Woman-
stuff from the
first- the first-
Avengers and the Winter
the
Soldier?
I get what they're trying to do because first movie did something similar, but it did it
Yeah, with
very
Diana.
shortly. It
You
didn't.
remember all-
They didn't waste time with it.
Yeah. Also, do you remember all the culture shock stuff from, like I said, Avengers and Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons
culture
that they
shock
don't
in the
waste
first
time
film.
on it. They do it very shortly. Here they drag it out. Just drag it the fuck
It's
out.
slowing to a goddamn crawl.
When
like
did they
the idea
start fighting?
Give it
that's a
another
good question.
hour. They start fighting. You think I'm exaggerating, but no, it's going to be quite a while before they get to the action again.
By the way, RGS, when we're done with this, here's Alex's review of the Wonder Woman in 1984 movie when it first came out.
Oh, neat. Let's have a look. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's very lengthy.
Did you, where did you link that?
I DM'd it to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's say you got everything you wanted.
You haven't updated the site in over a year.
Yeah, well, part of the thing is I've gotten most of my thoughts out in our videos that we make here.
Okay, that's
So,
fair.
Yeah. You could just hire more people. You don't need to waste a wish on this.
I do like how he uses his power to his advantage.
I mean, I understand like the irresponsible power thing, that's interesting, but you could just put a fucking ad out and say, hey, I need more people for this shit.
I mean, that would have taken too long, and he needs a quick solution, so it makes sense.
Some sense, yes, but Oh,
I do like it.
So yeah, I ended the second
The obvious,
paragraph.
the issue is the obvious foreshadowing that his power is hurting him.
Yeah.
It's too obvious. It should have been,
So I ended the second paragraph of my review of this film with the shared universe of the DCEU would entirely benefit from the excision of this movie.
And I intend to show why.
Mm-hmm. We fucked and I shoved it up his ass.
How?
He was really kinky.
Oh, it's a very spacious anus.
Oh my god, Kevin! Jeez.
Hey, you said you said that he shoved it up his ass. So where else is it going? Where else is it going?
I don't need to see the image of Maxword shoving it up his penis. I don't need it.
I said anus.
Oh, I might say penis.
Why would I say that?
Oh,
Look
my
what you
God.
did, Ben. You made it worse.
I made it worse. What is wrong with me,
Silly,
RGS?
silly. The fuck would you mean? You're the one that did it.
I said, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, you're the one that did it.
I will say the fake film grain is pretty annoying.
Yes.
Yeah, They're trying to make it look 80s and failing, and you know what?
Right.
Nothing about this film would actually... If this film was set today, it wouldn't make any difference. Diana, you need
Yeah.
to work on your protein shakes.
It's like they want to make it like an 80s film, but they're not using any of the
Wrong
techniques the 80s
lot.
films have used.
Something seems
really
wrong
annoying.
here.
Yeah, isn't Wonder Woman like as strong as Superman? Wouldn't she just be able to?
Yeah, this
Oh.
is actually part of the Dreamstone's shindig.
Yeah.
You wish for
Oh,
something,
okay.
but then you lose an aspect of yourself.
Mhm.
In this
Which
case,
means-
it's Diana's strength.
So you know
Yeah.
what Zack Snyder did when he wanted to evoke vintage films for Army of the Dead? He used vintage lenses on the film. With modern cameras, vintage lenses, that's a key thing to note.
That's a pretty good concession, honestly.
I gotta go do some work stuff. Yeah, work stuff.
I got a computer and I got dial-up, so you know.
It wasn't a very friendly ghost.
And his name wasn't Casper.
Oh, here comes the Marvel crossover.
Yeah, we kind of gathered that. Yes, we gathered that from the fact that other Amazons
Yeah, he
use
knows that too. You don't need to explain the lasso. You just you just compare it, and that's it. You don't need to explain it. He already knows the lasso.
You could have... You know what? If this movie was set in the present day with Batman in the place of Steve Trevor, nothing would change.
Yeah.
No.
The only thing that would change
Might
is that she
actually
wouldn't
be more
losing her
interesting.
power.
Yeah, and that would therefore make
Oh,
the film better.
Yep.
No, actually, Chris Pine would have been possessing Ben Affleck.
I think by that time Diana would have been over Chris Pine.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I figured
Yeah,
by
you're
this
right.
point
It
she
would
should have been over
work.
Chris Pine. It's been 70 years.
I mean, granted, Diana the way that Diana ages isn't really like most people, since she's literally a daughter of Zeus.
Yeah.
But
Zeus fucks a lot. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, and that's kind of something I've somewhat alluded to in my various pitches to Alex.
Huh. Also, the old age makeup they used on Chris looks awful, with the grandest hair, her looking especially fake and even changing position at times, likely an artifact of the reshoots.
Which, by the way, Argia, you know who is also a daughter of Zeus?
Artemis.
okay, aside from her, Cassie Sandsmark, aka the second Wonder Girl.
Oh yeah, I kind of figured that lately when you read the Teen Titans.
Yeah. Also, technically Donna Troy, who is a clone of Wonder Woman from an alternate
Sometimes.
universe. Sometimes.
Because Donna Troy's origin is never consistent.
I know that
Those
one's never
planes
consistent.
should not be functional.
No.
This is literally
This plane-
a museum.
Yeah, and this plane also definitely does not have enough fuel to get them to Cairo in one shot.
You'd have to look up what kind of plane it is to see.
No, I already did. That's been a fairly common complaint of people.
Well, it's not like the plane from Black Widow, which actually does have enough fuel to get from where they were to. What was?
So is no one going to talk about how the good guy is stealing a plane?
Yeah, rather than just using the resources at their disposal to do something, like, sane, they're going to come up with a... It's the corpse of Roger Ebert. Very progressive
Poor Roger Ebert.
to let the first dead actor be in a movie. This is another example of them forcing a conflict. This... White... Yeah, shit, Diana. Good God.
And again,
Why
like I
didn't
Diana.
said,
you just charter a fucking
Like I said-
jet? Okay, yep, Diana's about to reach deep inside her ass. Deeper than even Maxwell Lord did earlier.
Oh God, it's this.
This is a reference to a very stupid thing from the comics.
which is Wonder
And
Woman's
the
invisible
60s
plane.
animated
Yeah.
series.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just trying to
Well, she said-
imagine when she makes the plane invisible, just her and Steve Trevor are seen. And they're just like, why are those two people floating in the air?
It's cool, but
And somehow the
it
radar
really
doesn't
isn't a
work
better
on it.
movie. I mean, yeah, I don't understand
Is
that.
that Phil Lamar?
Wait,
Is it-
Phil Lamar was actually in this movie?
I don't know, it might have just been a guy who has, like, a really tall forehead like him.
I've met Phil Lamar, and he's a short guy.
Oh, forehead can
So,
be tall.
Wonder Woman flies. I know the invisible jet's like an old comics thing, but she flies, right?
Oh,
Yeah, she
don't
in this
worry,
movie-
that's about to happen in this too.
Yeah.
It's
And
stupid.
here's the thing. Diana was never established to have flown before, or this movie
Yes,
came out.
there are two films that came out before this film that are set after this film.
Actually, I do want to make a correction.
There's-
She did fly in the comics, but not as
Yeah.
often.
In
I think she did more often after this
In-
movie, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah. in BVS and in Zack Snyder's Justice League, as well as Joss Whedon's version that we don't talk about, she couldn't fly.
Oh, the shitty version that made me fall asleep.
Yeah. She couldn't fly in those. Or
Oh,
turn
yeah,
things invisible.
Yeah, I forgot
Couple
about
of-
that RGS.
Couple of
That film
those,
made
you know,
Josh
if
thing.
if Diana could have turned things invisible, maybe she could have done that to the mother box.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In fact,
Yeah.
if the
Why didn't
Amazons
she
could
do
do that, why didn't they do it to their mother box? Granted, she is like a
Yeah.
child of Zeus and whatnot, but still, come on. And why didn't she do that to
Oh,
the one that the Justice League had?
Yeah.
So Zeus can turn
Why
things
didn't she
invisible.
fly across the damn battlefield during the Doomsday fight or the Steppenwolf fight?
What were you saying, RGS? You were saying something.
So
Why does
Zeus
this
can
film
turn
exist
things
movie?
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Apparently. He hid Themyscira from the world.
I mean, that's a good point.
I thought Hera did that because obviously she's like the main patron of the Amazons.
Apparently, like Zeus with like his last dying breath did it. It's stupid. It's a stupid retcon in this that.
Wait, so Zeus is dead, and if we're going to go by like Greek lore, if this god is dead, it would fucking really hurt.
Yes. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Zeus died fighting Ares in this.
But here's another thing, RGS. What I kind of pitched it in our version is just the explanation that Zeus had still fucked around enough to have potentially several descendants.
Yeah, several trillion, we'll say. More than
Yeah.
Genghis
Well,
Khan.
yeah, that makes sense because Zeus is very he's not very loyal.
Zeus be like, I'm gonna stick my dick in that.
Yeah. These hoes ain't loyal, dude. These bros ain't loyal.
I mean, Hera and Zeus regularly cheat on each other, so.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, our Hercules is the holly jolly soul from the Marvel comics.
Poor Herc, he lost his wings all because fucking Hera was scorned.
Yep.
Hercules, the demigod, is a holly jolly soul. He wears green and gold and has a beard. Yeah, Hercules is Diana's father in our version.
Yep. Yeah, Hippolyta got some D.
From the god of strength himself.
Which, by the way, would definitely make Diana very, very powerful based on genetics alone.
Oh, so in your version, Hercules and Hippolyta, they did the do, and that's how Diana's born.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and Minerva's about to enact vengeance upon somebody. You're the only one here. Now, why are you talking to him? Okay, you can't see her restraining his hands, so for all we know, she's doing this with her mind. Collateral damage? What's that?
I can't wait for most it to do like a if DC villains were charged with further crimes times videos because he's gotten to the Star Wars prequels at this point. Seriously, go watch his stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah. In our version as well, rather than Steve Trevor crash landing on Themyscira, it's Steve Rogers.
Yeah, so she gets with America's ass.
Yeah,
that is America's
Steve Rogers
ass right
at the end of his movie. By the way,
yes. In case you're wondering how he manages to survive up to the potential events of Avengers, or is he?
We changed it to the
Steve basically
witness murder.
Why are we playing this epic heroic music over her performing a terrible act?
Basically, Steve gets like this elixir thing that goes through his bloodstream that essentially makes him physically ageless. It's because it's a gift from the gods.
Right. I thought the Super Soldier Serum would already kind of do that, or at least
that's
an
interesting interpretation of that, because I did not intend for that meaning to come across, but you know what? We'll go with it. I was going with the original Super Soldier Serum version.
That was actually something from a comment that you read right off of our thing. And you said that wasn't that. You actually said those exact words, Alex. You're like, that wasn't our intention, but sure, let's go with that.
Okay, then. Okay, so how did you make this meeting happen?
How indeed.
Your sport.
Good.
So is this trying to be like Eggman Fu, or the egg guy from the old comics?
Bialya. Fucking Bialya.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You fucking what, mate? Mate, why you pyramids, bud?
They definitely they definitely also watched like Young Justice and whatnot, because I don't think they would know what Bialya is without that.
That can't the Wish Stone just give him all the oil, even though he sold it to the Saudis? I mean, this is an interesting... It's magic.
And the dude be like, "Hey,
if this is...
And the dude be like, "Wait, where are you guys going?"
If this is magic... If this is magic, why does it have this kind of rule?
He is the wishing stone. You must
We're
take
going
something.
to build a wall.
Wow. How
Look-
subtle, guys.
Look at that car. We're going to build a wall, and we're going to make Bialya pay for it.
Why is the wall there?
No, we're going to make... No, since Bialya...
Didn't even wish.
No, since Bialya...
This is a sped-up version of Duel of the Fates. Hans, why are you ripping off John Williams?
No, Alex. They're going to make Karak pay for it.
This is... How are you
Where
reporting
would they
on
get
this?
the evidence on this?
How are you reporting on this that
It's
quickly?
magic.
But why are they reporting on this so quickly?
Magic.
You sure about
Should
that,
there be like a
Diana?
cooldown or
You
something?
don't have to
It's
explain
magic.
it.
Yeah, in that case, I would have just preferred the whole mind thing, because it'd be less contrived.
Oh dear fucking god!
And he'd be like,
Why didn't you
Well,
use some
no,
of that
I-
money to charter a fucking plane rather than stealing one?
Good question.
indeed.
Oh, here comes our first.
Yeah,
Here comes our second action scene after a whole hour.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. That's not gonna work. That's an APC. Oh wait, the APC ran them off the road. I'm stupid.
Oh god, we're gonna get some of the worst green screens imaginable in this scene.
Can't wait.
Which, by the way, RGS, have you seen the green screen from the Nostalgia Critics review of Blood Rain? The one with Linkara running?
Yeah, a little bit.
This scene makes that
Cars aren't
green
bulletproof.
screen look good.
How did you get out of that? How did you get out of the suit that quickly?
Where did you get the suit?
That crack wasn't in the windshield, but
Look at that!
a Flash TV show has higher budget for running than this.
Wow, Wonder Woman, you're so fast you didn't even move your legs.
Those guys are fucking dead.
Look at that green
Steve.
screen. It's so good.
And here Diana conveniently forgets her bracelets.
But you fucking idiot.
Catching the bullet was pretty cool, but it was completely unnecessary.
Where's her
Yeah, she
sword
could've-
and shield?
she has both of those things by Justice League and Zack's and
They
Batman
missed a
v
scene.
Superman.
They missed a scene. You missed a cut, guys. She wasn't pushing that in the last shot. That thing wasn't anywhere near her. Why are you using it as what? Why are you using that thing as armor when you could just use your fucking bracelets? Why are we Marty McFlying this shit? Back to the Future didn't come out till 1985.
I thought the original Suicide Squad was one of the
mate,
worst
why is he
edited
also
films
about to
that
say
DC
Jake?
had. But I guess Wonder Woman beats it.
Yeah.
Why?
Suicide Squad may have been butchered in the edit, but this was fucking slaughtered by it.
Suicide Squad is a better film than this.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad's plot makes sense. I'll even dare to say.
Debatably.
Well, that car isn't running anymore.
Oh,
I want the Ader cut. Give it to me.
Yeah, give me
Come on,
the
James
cut.
Gunn.
Okay, Diana, stop being useless.
Yeah,
Okay,
isn't
that
this
thing
kind of
went
going
like it
against
was
the whole
rubber
message?
in the first shot, and now...
Stop pining over the dead pine tree and do something.
Let Chris Pine go to the Marvel Universe.
Isn't
Diana,
this
why didn't
kinda
you
going
do that
against the whole
earlier?
thing?
Alex, considering another thing in considering our pitches for or stuff and that Beast Boy is a part of the cast of Star Trek, do you think he'd end up meeting Chris Pine?
Absolutely.
Why is it that you look like Steve Trevor? Who's Steve Trevor?
Let's watch those lips sync.
How
are you able to understand each other through glass, through that wind? Why are you shooting at your new boss?
Yeah, that was really stupid.
What?
Roman's about to do the sexiest squat thrusts in the world for no reason.
Meanwhile, Vegeta be all like, "I'm gonna do squats all over your face,"
and Bulma's like,
Yes,
"Please."
buddy, I think they call it a tea bag.
Diana, what are you doing? If you had a sword right now, you could gouge out the tire.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is
Those aren't
unnecessary.
Look, why are the kids playing?
Gosh,
look.
Why didn't you do that earlier?
Oh, look, innocent civilians that are in danger.
Oh, hey, a rocket launcher.
Can't you jump? Why are you using an RPG as...
He's using an RPG!
People said that this was like a reference to the Iron Dome. And, they're fucking retarded. Also, those kids should be dead.
Yep.
Just from the whiplash alone.
It's a comic book movie, I can let that go, but the effect is so laughably bad.
Now the kids are fucking dummies.
Yeah.
Those kids are faker. Those kids are faker than the fake babies from,
Super Babies?
Well, no, I was gonna say from American Sniper.
Either that or Baby Geniuses.
We don't talk about that.
Super Babies is so obviously bad Captain America fan fiction. More specifically, bad Ultimate Captain America fan fiction.
This is our secret. What the?
Our secret? Everybody saw that. This is like the Transformers movies trying to... This is like the Transformers movies trying to say, hey, oh yeah, that big battle in the last film? Yeah, we covered that up.
We covered that up.
How do you cover that up? What happened to the cities?
So, Alex, you and I have both seen that review of Transformers 2.
I mean, considering that is a criticism I wrote in my review of Transformers 2 after seeing the movie on DVD, it's not necessarily a,
Can Transformers 2 be looked at as so bad it's good film or just bad?
What?
Can Transformers 2 be looked at as a so bad it's good film or just bad?
Absolutely not.
You're good.
That
just
film is
bad.
terrible.
It's literally just a set of moving pictures and arrangement of moving pictures
have
and
a
still images.
I have a
Is that
confession
because it
to
was
make.
filmed in front of a camera has to technically count as a movie?
I have a
What?
confession to make. That
You
was the
actu-
first ever Transformers thing I've ever watched.
Oh, you
God.
poor fucking soul. You could have watched something better.
The first the first piece of Transformers media I've ever seen was the Unicron trilogy.
The Scorpion Transformer was so fucking cool in that movie. Bite me.
Look,
Yes,
okay, look.
Scorpion was
Are you talking
cool,
about
but
Bayformers 1? Because Transformers 1 is
That's
actually
sick.
very good. It's a bit
I haven't
thin.
seen that.
Yeah,
Like, the only-
You
Alex,
haven't seen the
it's so-
original?
Alex,
I-
Transformers 1 is so good that Michael Bay repeated it 4 other times.
5 times.
Twice.
No.
Twice.
No.
I know I've seen the second, third, and fourth one. I skipped fifth because I hated the fourth one.
4 was better than 5, and 5 tried to kill me.
Oh my god, is it really worse?
Yes.
yes.
Ben, let's put it this way. 5 changes the aspect ratio with every single shot.
We're
Oh
not
my
even
fucking
kidding.
God.
Oh, it also changes what camera it's shot with.
What the? How's that? What kind of movie does that?
One where Michael Bay was given like 2 different camera systems while filming. So I guess I guess he set up every camera to run coverage.
I'm frankly happy that one of the first pieces of media I watched was the original animated movie.
Yeah, I saw, let me think here. I saw Transformers animated, Robots in Disguise. Okay, so in order
I saw Transformers animated.
How did they get back here? Yeah, it would have been the original
idea.
Robots. I think it would have been the original Robots in Disguise, some of Armada, animated, and Transformers 1, probably in that order.
Yeah, to be fair, that's more
Frank
ranged in
Patel.
most modern Transformers fans.
And then
I want
saw...
just a tiny bit out of context. The Den of Nerds being an idiot on Twitter.
Look up who Frank Patel is.
Does anyone want context for what I said or nah?
Nah.
No. Oh, we don't need the Twitter drama here.
Alright. It's about Henry Cavill, but I won't mention it.
Oh no.
Frank Patel, DC... You're fucking kidding me.
Who is he?
He's a character from Preacher?
They real.
They
Alex.
really just put in a preacher character.
Alex,
Yeah?
considering the changes we've opted to make for our thing, how do you think Diana would feel about Loki?
I mean, I've already written a couple of scenes with them. I think they get along kind of alright.
It's just the fact that, and they're like, "Oh, he's a very bad god, liar, and whatnot." And Loki's
Holy
like,
shit, this is a character from the Preacher comics. This is the
And
first
meanwhile-
appearance of a Preacher character in a motion picture outside of like TV, obviously, because this character also appeared in the TV show. But like,
And-
the fuck?
and Alex, you know what I'm imagining right now? Thor
What?
just walks in in Loki's room with his canonical wife. And Ratatasker is just painting Loki. He like one of Leonardo DiCaprio's French women. Loki'd be like,
Oh,
and then Thor would just be like, "Is there a reason?"
Oh,
so we have to
I
kill
lost
him.
a bet.
Alex, you'll like this.
I lost a bet,
James
and the
Gunn
squirrel said
had,
he would. And the squirrel said he would rather paint me.
Oh, wait a
Alex, you'll like
second.
this. Alex, you'll like
Hang
this.
on.
James
Okay, go ahead.
Gunn says he likes Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh, nice. Hang on.
Yeah.
The Frank Patel from Preacher is an original character created for the TV show.
Oh, God.
And the Frank Patel from this
And
movie
Barbara
is an
just
original
magically
character
disappeared.
created for the movie?
Yeah, she just pulled off a fucking Batman. How'd she do that?
Barbara just be all like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Mm-mm.
Frank. Vic Sahay played Lester Patel on Chuck. How exactly do two DC Comics properties wind up having completely unrelated characters named Frank Patel in them while also being why do you need the wishes? You have money.
Yeah, you could have literally just bought like time off.
He doesn't want to use his money.
What the fuck is the money for?
He wants to be stupidly rich.
Baby, you and me ain't
Phrasing.
nothing but math.
Oh,
Let's do
a
it like we do
phrasing.
on the
Oh.
Discovery Channel.
Phrasing.
We're an hour and 35 minutes into the film, and there's no conflict yet.
Question: when he takes his time slot, what does he mean? Oh, like
On
TV?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
Why, like, okay, why don't you... Okay, buddy, why don't you just, like, get somebody to wish that you were better? Hang on, since you're the wish stone, can't you wish away the bad side effects? The magic...
He can't. I don't. He can't make the wish himself.
But the magic hasn't had any rules up to now.
No, the rules. From what I can tell, the only rule is that you can wish for something, but it'll take something away. But the wishing stone, like if you're the wishing stone, you can't make a wish yourself. That's why he's using other people's wishes.
I wish for your greatness.
Which, unfortunately, is not a whole lot.
Okay.
I do like this scene because he realized that was a mistake.
It only... Oh, my dad would love this
Do you
guy.
really not have anybody left
That's
to grant a
funny.
wish?
That's genuinely funny.
I've always put a lot of thought into like what I'd want if I
I got everything is literally going to chaos because of all the wishes.
See, this is what
It's
happens
a
when you wish
labradoodle!
for infinite wishes.
Labradoodle! Oh, it's a baby!
Porsche's racing up into. Okay. You know, I've put a lot of thought into what I'd do if I had that kind of power, and I'm like, you know, the first, if I had this kind of limitation, I'd start wishing for, I'd start like getting people with like altruistic wishes. It's just like, hey, isn't it a shame that there's disease in the world? Well, don't you wish it would all go away? Hey, don't you wish that everybody could live forever? Or, yeah, I wish everybody could live forever, and then all of a sudden everything's solved, you know? Like,
Problem.
Honestly,
Yeah, there would be quite a few problems with that, Alex.
why?
I say problems with wanting to live forever, just because.
But if everybody lives forever, it's okay then.
But that's.
I don't want to live forever just so I can play Smash Ultimate for the rest of eternity. I would. The
actual
heat of the universe would happen,
ramifications.
and I would be playing Sora against Mario.
But if everybody, but if you wished for everybody to live forever, free of disease, in 1984, Freddie Mercury would still be with us.
Look, just because.
And David Bowie.
Just because we'd
Wouldn't
have.
that, I got a question. Wouldn't that mean no one would be born because no one would age, meaning that babies also wouldn't age?
I mean, no. Oh, like, you know, you. Like, this is one of those things where you could, like, as the wish stone, you could probably engineer the wish a bit. This is very clearly done in first rounds of photography because they gave a shit about the hair.
Yeah.
But then later they stopped giving a shit.
Oh, earlier they stopped giving a shit.
Honestly, if I had the wishing stone, I'd just wish for a million wishes.
I'd wish, like, I'd do stuff like wish away the concept of death and disease.
But here's the thing, the concept...
And then everybody...
But here's the thing, Alex. The concept of death is some... Alex, the concept of death is something that's important because if everyone lives forever, they'd go insane.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, couldn't you just wish for the
At least
sun
it's
not to blow up
not
the
too
earth?
many Porsches. Oh yeah, by the way, try not to look at the foreshadowing in the corner over there. Somehow Diana has that. Somehow Palpatine survived.
With a wishing stone, couldn't you just wish for the
Oh, it's completely worthless. Sorry, what did you say, RGS?
This scene is worthless. We could do without it.
Couldn't you just wish for, like, the earth not to, like, suffer from, like bad environmental stuff, or, like, just have it so that earth can still be lived on?
That's one of the things that would be on my list.
You should
Like,
feel
don't
like
you wish
death
there was never any bad weather? Or don't you wish the weather would always be pleasant? And now we get a flashback with the damn lasso.
This is not something the
Amazons. That's
this is not something the lasso of truth can do. Oh look, it's cameo.
The cast of 300. Why is it the Spartans? Why is it the Spartans?
I wonder who who Asteria could possibly be.
And then the implication is that they raped her to death, apparently.
Is that what they implied? I don't.
But
like, why were the fucking Spartans trying to enslave the Amazons? That's not what happened. We saw what happened in the last movie. That's not what happened.
Did Patty forget what she wrote, or
well, she didn't write the last film, but she apparently forgot what she directed.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, I can do it better." It's like,
no, you've proven that you can't.
This is her
Isn't it kind of demoralizing to make a whole bunch of warrior women subservient to men in some way by implying that their greatest hero was presumably struggle snuggled?
I like the wording there, RGS.
United. Peace on Earth. It's Ronald Reagan.
Yes, it's fake Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, it's not Ronald Reagan. Fake Ronald Reagan. Why does
Ronald
like Reagan?
At all.
Yeah, they've given him Reagan's hair. They put him in Reagan's outfit. They've recreated Reagan's famous portrait in the background.
But it's not Reagan.
He's trying to do Reagan's voice, but that's definitely not Ronald Reagan.
I'm Ronald Reagan.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize it's supposed to be Reagan when I watched this movie. Well, it's supposed to be, but what the fuck?
Oh, like... Better hope he doesn't look up who that guy actually is.
Yeah, because keep in mind, as we're going for this movie, everyone sees Steve as someone else.
It's not like Ronald Reagan is, highly acclaimed Hollywood actor and one of the most popular presidents in history that people would actually know what he looked and sounded like.
And also a pet monkey, or at least was on a TV show of a monkey.
Yes.
Monkey!
And they're just like...
They've tried to recreate Reagan's hairstyle, but with a different color of hair. This is really strange.
How do you know that?
A lot of presidents and major people at the time would have believed in Christ.
Ronald Reagan was in the met Optimus Prime in the Transformers comics.
That's true.
Sadly, an actual old man of his position would just look at that and be like, "Yeah, I think we're done here," or "Goodbye."
I mean, I feel like Reagan would have been a bit more pragmatic about it, like not wishing for more nuclear proliferation. Maybe just directly wishing for the end result of that, which was world peace.
A bit crazier here, I'll admit.
Well, everybody's a little bit crazier here.
Yeah, but he looks extra crazy.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, dude.
Unfortunately, Alan Rickman was dead by now. Otherwise, they could have cast him as Ronald Reagan. Dennis Quaid played Reagan in a movie.
Even the others are just like, what the hell is this guy on about? Do we just go with it?
Ronald Reagan just sell out America?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah, no. Oh, Contact, you said.
Somehow.
Wasn't the Star Wars program a hoax to make Russia waste money?
Yes, it literally was.
So in the DC extended universe.
Yeah, for history context, the U.S. fabricated the Star Wars program that caused the Soviet Union to panic and waste billions on something they could never make. And U.S. just kind of sat there and laughed.
So the Star Wars program is a real thing in DC?
No, this is a real thing in real life.
It was real and real. I mean, I mean, he's asking if the tech that was faked in real life was real in DC. I'm gonna assume yes.
Yeah, proposed missile defense system. Concept announced. Ronald Reagan was a vocal critic of the mutually assured destruction doctrine. So yeah, definitely not something he would have done.
Why is he using a fucking sword?
Why doesn't she have a sword?
Oh yeah, so we can't use a sword.
Okay, so we're not going to use the shield. But instead we're going to make up a shield with this, and we're going to have Steve Trevor go around beating a guy up. That's in 1911, it wouldn't jam like that.
Even then,
okay, he's not allowed to use a sword, but he could shoot him in the head, or at least try to.
Well, those bullets just bounced off her boobs. That guy's fucking dead, even if she is weakened. That guy should be fucking dead, because that would have broken his neck.
Yeah, no, especially if he's done it from that angle. Just pistol whip the guys.
Okay, so...
that'll kill someone.
You missed. How did that... How? Chris Pine getting his best Captain Kirk punch in. And Minerva's just gonna intervene.
Go up out of nowhere.
Somehow she knew that this was happening here, and the
outfit
is now
really
turned to rubber.
Yeah, I think
why is the outfit rubber now?
I think we were missing a few scenes.
Yeah.
Did they delete scenes despite having so many different versions of said scenes?
Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be a thing to indicate her heel turn?
You know, Hishy also had Hishy also had a version of this where, or when Max Lord, or tries to be like, oh, Steve, what do you wish for? But in their version, it's like, I wish we undo all the wishes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish everything went back to normal.
I'd be like, woman, are you kidding me right now? And the security guys are just like, what the hell are we supposed to do right now?
Who do we shoot?
Everybody. Just shoot everybody and end this movie. Yeah, the idea was to use lasers to shoot down
well, now they're shooting
missiles,
at
her. But,
Alright, guys, we're told to shoot a woman, but we're not told which woman it is, so shoot both of them.
Yeah, blown wildly out of proportion. How do you know any of this?
Yeah, like a weakened Maxwell Lord's gonna stand up to Chris Pine. Come on.
No.
So stupid.
And now Diana's getting thrown around like a sack of potatoes. That... Okay.
Oh! Okay, that was neat.
It's kind of interesting how they're making Barbara's makeup better and Diana's worse.
This choreography is so lackluster.
Yeah, this is kind of lame. I thought it would revolve around the conflict between both Diana and Barbara. Especially if, Wonder Woman is the
Alex,
reason why.
Alex, have I ever written it? Alex, have I ever written out an action scene this lame?
No.
Did anyone see the pillar literally bounce on her like a fucking balloon?
So somehow Steve survived that, and somehow Diana, despite being too weak to produce a shockwave, she's also strong enough to bust through the pillars. Tank it falling on her.
If she takes a pillar, she automatically wins death battle.
Yeah. Pillar rule.
Oh, God, Ben Singer, you walked right into that trap.
Good God. Also, wow, look at her ass hanging out of that costume.
Nice ass.
They said so much about how this film, quote-unquote, avoided the male gaze.
But nope, there's her ass. Literally open for everyone to see.
I mean, between her and Kristen Wiig in that outfit.
They also said something about Black Widow trying to avoid the male gaze. And that film was full of ass, crotch, and titty shots.
Yeah,
honestly, you can't really avoid the male gaze, because the point is that males would find anything relating to a woman in skimpy outfits attractive.
Here's the funny thing. Here's a good example of that. In Smash Ultimate, they censored the Pyra Mithra by covering the
Really, Steve? What did you think you were gonna accomplish? If your girl couldn't beat her, what chance did you think you'd have?
A whole lot of fucking
try. So as I was saying, when they add when the Pyra Mithra spirits were revealed, they added leggings to censor the legs. But people thought they were so hot that the devs of Xenoblade 2 add them as extra free DLC costumes into Xenoblade 2. But the question is this: no leggings or leggings?
Leggings.
Leggings, yeah, I'm agreeing. Pyra or Mithra?
No idea who either of them are.
The answer is yes.
Both.
Arceus, what'd you say?
Both.
Yeah. Both. I like how everyone who knows about it is like, yes, both.
This is retarded.
This is literally
so stupid.
Yeah, this is literally how I felt when I was watching this movie in theaters.
Here comes the emotional scene.
Very, very similar to how I felt while watching this at home on my computer.
I was just there like, oh God, you poor thing.
I'm going to be on mute, so I'm going to need to do some business. I'm still here, I just muted myself.
You're good.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
I'm gonna go take a wee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, be quick. Somebody saying Wonder Woman. How does anybody know what her name is?
Steve, don't you dare make me do the right thing. Oh, I mean, it needs her, it needs Batman, it needs Superman, It needs Aquaman. It needs Martian Manhunter. It needs Green Lantern. It needs a different Flash that isn't Ezra Miller. It needs Cyborg. It needs Blue Beetle. Oh, it needs Shazam. It needs the Titans. It needs Nightwing. Oh wait, Nightwing's dead in this universe. Sorry, I forgot that detail.
I'm back.
Let's see. Am I missing missing anybody? Because I've got pages of these that I could still go on.
Oh, the emotional moment. I'm so devastated.
The man who is dead has to go back to being dead.
Oh no.
We gotta restore.
This is basically like this is what I hate about anime filler. Like, what is even the point of this if we have to reset the status quo?
And
nice line that was that.
Always love you. Oh, I will always love.
And now she's all better.
She's all better now. Look at her go.
Oh God, that running looks awful.
Ezra Miller runs less awkwardly than she does.
Yeah. So, now Diana somehow is able to. Now? Yep, she flies now.
She flies now. She flies now.
Oh, right. She hanged onto a plane.
Look at me go!
Oh no, God, she's not.
This flying scene does look awful.
This would have been incredibly useful.
This movie was released nearly. Wasn't this movie released nearly 15 years after Man of Steel?
This film was released several decades after Superman the movie. Superman the movie had better effects than this in 1978.
I'm gonna watch that instead.
We could watch Kamen Rider after this.
No,
Which Kamen Rider? Because we can't actually. I have to go to work.
Same.
Understandable.
I have to go to work too tomorrow. One of these days we should watch Kamen Rider for commentary. That would be fun.
Did they steal this track from another movie?
Yes, this is Adagio in D from the movie Sunshine. This is temp music. This track previously temped the No Man's Land crossing in the first film.
Oh my God, they approved this for theaters.
Yeah, they approved so much of this film. Man of Steel came out 7 years before this movie did.
And it had way better flying scenes than this movie.
Yeah.
Hell, How to Train Your Dragon had better flying scenes than this fucking movie. And it was a DreamWorks animated film.
Illumination has done better animated flying scenes. It's fucking Illumination.
Okay. So he can just change the rules now.
Clearly.
So if you could change the rules, why can't you change the rules and, wish yourself better health?
I mean, couldn't he hold his own?
No, what he's saying is that he's realized that he can take something away. So he's going to use this device to take the wishes, and then in return he'll take the health for himself, rebuilding him organ by organ.
Okay, okay, regardless, that's still fucking dumb.
It is, but it still falls.
Wait, guys. If she wants to be number one, why is it #1 from Bleach playing in the background.
Why isn't #1 from,
Actually, if she says she wants to be an apex predator, why is she a cheetah? Why isn't she like a lion?
Well, here's the thing. A cheetah is an apex predator. They're not,
Yeah.
The apex predator. They're just a apex.
She's also wearing cheetah colors, so automatically she becomes cheetah.
Yeah. All of them!
All of them! Every last one TV shall be mine.
By the way, Kevin.
What?
Are you, do you have the stream pulled up?
No. Oh, wait. Yes, I do.
Yeah, this is really heroic.
God. Fucking.
Yeah, why is there...
Damn it, Alex.
Why is there heroic music for this guy? He's the fucking villain.
Yeah. Okay, so, this is broadcasting all over the world. Giant plot hole, broadcasting to TVs as well. So, if this technology existed in 1984, why were they so surprised when Zod did that in Man of Steel?
Why?
Because Alien.
I'm assuming it's because they kind of put this back to like old status quo where they never remembered us.
How exactly did they... once again, language barrier.
So that implies that she understands English.
This is cartoonish.
Your people are being taken away, RGS. You better run.
They're Irish, Ben.
Oh, true. You're Scottish. My bad.
And
oh, and we're about
we need to cue up some Metallica because Diana's about to ride the lightning.
Ride the lightning. That's
guys. Look at and.
Why'd she do that? She could just fly. What's the point?
RGS, look in broadcast chest. You will see what Alex had shown me.
Oh my fucking god, Alex! What is wrong with you?
It's a representation of how I feel.
I'm disappointed in you.
Why,
Alex? I'm so disappointed. And she's got to go out, and we're not going to see what she becomes until... there's no transformation. It's stupid.
Yeah. So...
don't spoil what the form looks like. I want to hear what RGS's reaction is.
Oh yeah, because he already used the wish, so it doesn't affect him, I guess.
But
okay, so yeah, we're watching this, and
and what?
Well, Diana had time to go back and change into that stupid costume we saw earlier.
When the fuck did she get the time to do that?
This CGI didn't improve from the Japanese trailer much, did it?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. Let's listen to RGS's reaction to a certain kitty, so to speak. Actually, wait. I thought I was alright.
Yeah.
What? No! Fuck you! Fuck you! That's not how that works! Ah! They shot the whole bullet! That's 65% more bullet per bullet!
Alright. Hang on. Let's see what RGS has to say about what we're about to witness.
You know, guys,
I didn't think we would be watching a version of Cats today.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking lame looking. Yeah, that's kind of lame.
Oh, it's so bad.
That is really lame.
Yeah. At RGS, I really was not aware that we were watching a version of Cats today.
Look, yeah. I'm down. I'm alright with furries, you know. I don't disrespect furries. But...
By the way, this suit was completely pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because Diana could already fucking fly.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
This is the equivalent.
If she went back to the armor and then flew, it would make a bit more sense, but no.
Teleported apart from each other. Yeah, so Diana, wasted a bunch of time going to put that suit on for nothing. And now she's using her wings like she's fucking Archangel from the X-Men.
It doesn't even make sense. How is she? She was on the way to the island, and then all of a sudden she had the suit. It doesn't make any coherent sense.
I'm hearing bits of Batman's theme in this.
Yeah, I heard that too. What?
That might be foreshadowing for what we're gonna hear later in the film.
Right, so I know that she has all of Wonder Woman's strength, but doesn't Wonder Woman having her strength mean that she can just like bop her on the fucking nose?
Yes. Also, like, why are you not fighting back at all, Diana?
I like how Cheetah
has her.
Honestly, I like Cheetah's design in Justice League Doom way better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Justice League Doom. She looks better than that.
Honestly, it's like I think giving her an outfit it kind of helps to her design instead of just making her like a furry.
Angelicals can, Angelicals do. I'm not gonna say written and directed by Zack Snyder.
Stupid.
Fuck you.
What was that?
That was just like a toss and tumble.
Cheetah turned into Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And now this is a flying acrobatics act.
I didn't know we were watching circus today.
Okay.
I didn't know the circus was in town.
It's the Ringling Brothers.
No.
Where's Hugh Jackman?
No. It's a really stupid version of Cirque du Soleil.
It's the worstest show. I can't even.
Yeah, why didn't they really put in a lot of effort to make Cheetah more interesting?
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. But they didn't want to.
They wasted a bunch of time on another villain. In fact, they wasted so much time on both of these villains.
They wasted time on a villain that's not even Diana's. He's Ted Kord's.
Mm-hmm. This movie,
and by the way,
makes Spider-Man 3 in the
And Alex, you know what I'm sure or you're still salty about?
Which specifically?
The part in Young Justice Season 2 where it's revealed that one of the two assailants of Ted Kord end up being Sportsmaster.
Oh, God.
Yes, the Casey Jones knockoff.
She's fucking dead!
Diana, I think you might have just killed her.
Yeah, so she's dead.
Where'd the helmet go? Where'd the helmet go, guys? She had the helmet on in the last shot. What the fuck?
I'm assuming a few shots ago, Cheetah knocked the helmet off.
Okay. I'm not gonna trust that's true, because this is this movie we're talking about.
Yeah, I know the fight scene was really boring. I couldn't tell. I'm just more surprised that she just killed her.
Okay, this is dumb. What we're about to see is really, really stupid.
When you
Diana goes up against her greatest arch nemesis. Not Ares, not Hades, not Cheetah, whom we saw earlier. Goddamn Wind.
At this point, why doesn't she just use the like the lasso and fucking snap his neck? Alright, so you have your lasso.
But seriously, Diana losing out to friggin' Wind.
I guess Superman loses to Wind.
Well, that means both Diana and Superman lose to the Avatar.
He's becoming a Star Wars.
That was a bad cut. He had his tie on in the last shot. What the fuck? He was taking it off. It wasn't already off. Why is he going into the light?
He's becoming Emperor Palpatine.
So is he, like, gonna turn into a Super Saiyan or something?
He's a literal fucking Force ghost.
So RGS, did you see that Ryuki is getting released on Blu-ray?
I did not. Is it done by the same people doing the Kamen Rider Black, or?
No, unfortunately it is Shout Factory, but Shout Factory did a really good job on Kuga, so...
That's good. Hopefully we actually get to see this one, because Shout Factory and the other one don't really do stuff in the UK, but
yeah,
I'm happy for people to actually get to see it.
Deca Ranger's also coming to DVD.
Ooh, that's a good one. Deca Ranger's actually really good.
And you can have it all, my empire. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. Okay, listen very closely to this music. This is Batman's theme. The track earlier sounded like Batman's theme. This is just plain old Batman's theme. This is A Beautiful Lie.
Why? Why is it? Why?
That armor is rubber, by the way. You can tell by how it's bending up against that wall.
Yeah, that's rubber.
Somebody speculated that maybe the reason why Batman's theme is playing in this is because maybe they shot some scenes with young Bruce Wayne that got cut from the film, but they forgot to delete the song from the soundtrack. I don't know.
Sense.
I don't know.
Like if
him being with his parents because he wished them back to life. That might have actually been kind of interesting, briefly.
Nah, but that would have been interesting, and that's not good for this movie.
That would have been something hypothetically worthwhile. This film must not have anything worthwhile in it. A Beautiful Lie.
Somehow she was talking to them.
How did you get that to his ankle? And she turns and looks at the camera! Turns and looks at the fucking camera! There is no camera on set. Except for this one. How are you transmitting this? How are you transmitting this? How is this working? What the fuck is going on here? What the hell is happening? Why is this? Why is this real?
The girl's dead in the background. He's hiding from the fucking immigration police.
Why is this happening? Who wrote this? Oh wait, they told us. Why did they approve this? Oh wait, the guy who was the head of DC Films at the time approved this.
Yeah, she's alive. She didn't die.
Why?
She drowned.
Who would Warner Brothers? Who's the fucking carnival penis at Warner Brothers who decided that this was a good idea? Flashing back to Maxwell Lorenzano as a young boy. And why he wants to try and make the world better. Maybe he could have channeled that into forming some kind of superhero team of a society of justice-inclined individuals who he might try to push to like more extreme methods, ultimately kind of turning on them when they wouldn't adhere to his ideology. Maybe that would have been...
He gets the powers. And he gets the powers to do stuff with his mind.
Yeah, maybe he could have had like a little, like a slight mental... Oh, hi, CGI de-aged Maxwell Lord. Maybe he could have had like a slight psychic power, like, oh no, that wouldn't have... It's not like there was a comic book written about this exact thing that laid out exactly how we could have made this good. That's stock footage from recent times. Missiles appearing versus launch.
This is just like such a big nothing
Let's
burger.
get retarded, let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded, let's get retarded in here.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dead kid.
We saw X-Men Apocalypse, can you tell?
Yes, they saw a much better movie that came out 4 years before this.
I want to find something hard to hit my head against.
I have multiple walls.
Maybe if I lose some brain cells, this film will make sense. The fake grainers is not at all present on some of the... The fake grain is present in shots of Maxwell. It's not present on... It's heavily present on shots of his son, and not present at all on Diana. And somehow managed to remove the lasso, and the lasso is still glowing.
So like he's like, I renounced my wish, and he runs away. Like fucking.
Okay.
The explosions are literally reversing.
As if they never
they exploded in space.
And everybody in the world renounces their wish at the same time. Everybody who lived near that wall is still fucking dead.
Yeah, everyone who lived near that wall died.
There's a giant chasm.
Explode. Yeah, and there comes a big river.
That's chroma noise, guys. That is not fake. That is not grain. That is chroma noise. That is 100%
I don't think that water is clean.
Why are you looking at the camera?
Oh, he said, I take back my wish.
Why'd she take back the wish? That doesn't even make sense.
Why is she... She's staring at the fucking sunset like she's Jake Skywalker at the end of The Last Jedi.
She just lives
Skywalker.
Like that fucking movie.
That's
fucking
actually
Death Squad better be coming after Maxwell Lord now.
Yep.
Like if
he's not gonna get a chance to murk or Ted Cord.
Okay, so if all of the if all of the damage got undone, why is there still a bunch of damage out here?
Who knows?
I have no idea.
By the way, Alec. So if Maxwell Lord isn't going to be the one that causes Ted Cord's death due to a death squad being imminent on him, who would? Do we have to hire a certain master of sports?
Sports master, if you will.
Yes, a certain
I will
Casey
find
Jones
you.
Fuck off. What?
I will find you, and I will get Sportsmaster to come after you and vaguely menace your family.
Joke's on you. You don't know where I am.
I'm sure Sportsmaster can figure it out. I'm not a good guy. I made terrible mistakes. I'm a bad person. So is he just gonna get away with all of this? Because the world nearly fucking ended.
Somehow he is.
I just want to say that, like, General Zod didn't come nearly this close to ending the world, and he got his neck snapped. Maxwell Lord, at the very least, deserves a bullet to the fucking brain.
Oh, just like what he did with Headcord?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Look, just let his son leave first. It's okay. It's okay, son. You've been adopted by a man named Ted Cord.
Who I will then proceed to murder.
And Booster Gold is going to take you on adventures with a man named Rip Hunter, who may or may not be played by a man who used to be in Doctor Who.
And not only that, you will also be best friends with a Hispanic boy by the name of Jaime Reyes.
I hate this movie so much. Also, the aspect ratio changed.
Again.
I did notice that. So was this like modern day now, or?
Nope.
In the arms of the angels, fly away from here. You know, you couldn't tell if this is the modern day or not based on everything everybody's wearing in this shot.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's changed outfits.
Oh, hey, it's the guy.
Alex, Alex, can you remove Don Cheadle from this? This is... Come on, man. Come on. I don't want to imagine Don Cheadle with boobs.
Okay.
So, does he not remember getting, like, weirdly snuggle-struggled?
Apparently not.
I guess no.
He does.
He looks like a discount Bruce Campbell.
Campbell?
Yeah, he looks like a discount Bruce Campbell. If he had a scar on the side of his face.
Come on!
God.
Why would you do that? Why?
I have all of these images saved.
God damn it.
Fucking rapist Wonder Woman. What the fuck? Doggy. Doggy.
No. Oh, Ben, you don't understand. You don't understand. What I just saw was horrifying.
Please, hot dog, bye. That's environmentally unsafe, little girl. You're going to hell for that.
You're going straight to hell, you little shit.
If you let balloons up into the sky, this is Mario here to tell you that if you let balloons out into the sky, hey, that kills animals, so you'll go to hell before you die.
Now we get another really bad flying scene.
Oi, mate, why is your Wonder Woman bad CG?
Man Steel was years
mate,
before
why
this
your clouds
movie.
bad CG?
Why is the effects in Superman the 70s movie better than this?
Superman the movie, 1978. Superman 2, 1980. Superman 3, 1983.
Ghost Rider,
1987. You know, Superman 4 had roughly equivalent effects.
For the credit.
Yeah.
2 out of 10.
Same.
1 out of 10.
RGS, how would you rank it?
I usually rank things based on if I like them or not. This one was just like pretty fucking boring. It doesn't disservice to.
Oh yeah, they had different photography people.
I only gave it a 2 because I like some of the ideas. Like him wishing for the Wish Stone is a really unique idea. I really like that.
Unique
but
doesn't mean good.
No,
I didn't say it was good. I say it was a good idea, but that doesn't mean it was executed well.
He then transforms into the Wish Stone, into the Dream Stone itself, and he's like, "Oh,
tried.
Could have thought of that."
Oh yeah, keep
I
an
like
eye on
the
this.
idea, but it's done poorly. Oh, here comes pretty okay cameo.
Here's a terrible cameo that I wish had never
happened. I
don't
mind this. I think it was...
Well, considering that pole was just kind of... apparently made out of styrofoam.
Carter. Linda Carter.
Who previously played, Hillary Clinton in the, Arrowverse.
They really wasted Linda Carter in this movie.
They really did.
Arrowverse level cameos that make you go, oh, I recognize that reference.
She deserves better. I do like how they acknowledged her, but nah.
Yeah, why couldn't they just like make Asteria like a decent part of the movie if they're gonna go for that route?
You know, they treated the guy who played the Flash in the 90s show better than they treated Linda Carter in this movie.
Wait, did the Flash in the 90s show appear?
By the way, Ben, you want to know?
Dad
Speaking of Hillary Clinton,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
In the DCAMU during the Reign of the Supermen, an adaptation, there is a Hillary Clinton lookalike who is the president of the United States by that point in the movie, and I'm like, good one. Your fan fiction will never come true.
I want to talk about this before the credits end. Let's talk about what happened to Wonder Woman 3.
It got canceled. Thank fucking God.
So
give it to the guy who did
so what happened? What happened was that the heads higher than James Gunn and Peter got a hold of the script that she gave them. Like, you know, because it has to get approved by them and then approved by James Gunn. Luca and someone else, I forget the names. Let me hang on, I have the names with me right here. Give me one moment. Oh yeah, Luca and Abby rejected it. They didn't think the treatment worked and decided not to move forward with the film in its current iteration. Gunn and Stefan, who had nothing to do with the decision, also agreed with them and said that the treatment didn't work. Luca and Abby spoke to
Jenkins
her first and communicated that they didn't get the treatment, didn't think it was the right direction for the franchise, and asked her if she would consider pitching something else for the IP in another direction. She responded by having a huge meltdown and accused them of not knowing what a character arc is, so much so that she apparently emailed them. She replied back to an email linking them with a character arc definition.
From Wikipedia.
Character arc. I think that thing.
Yeah.
I think that might be the thing Diana had in the first movie.
And I want to read this because this is really funny. Someone saw this news article and said, imagine if Luca, emailed them back a screenshot of in 1984 having a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, though with please advise under it.
Yeah.
That's just funny. I wish they were that petty.
Something that bugs the fuck out of me. This film is pointless. This film doesn't do anything. They literally wish upon a fucking thing.
Wait, we have 1 minute left. Alex, talk about what the third movie was going to be about. Quickly.
Oh yeah, the third movie was gonna Steve Perry. The lead singer of Journey.
60 seconds, Alex. Talk about the plot of the third movie quickly.
Yeah, okay. So the plot of the third movie was going to involve Diana finding out that Steve Trevor had a bastard kid before he died, and that kid wound up becoming Hal Jordan's mother, and Hal Jordan was going to be played by Chris Pine, and there was going to be a Hal Jordan-Diana romance in that film. And
what?
I wish I was kidding.
But isn't that less than tactful, considering that is the child of...
I know!
I mean, I didn't like that Steve had a bit of a romance with Carter's, grandniece or whatever the hell, but...
So
I'm gonna try to drain my brain cells with a certain mixture of songs that I'm sure RGS is familiar with.
Yeah, listen to some Journey.
No, not Journey.
If I had a bottle of sleeping pills, I'll drink them all just so I can erase memory of this night.
Please don't. That can kill you.
Eat them up.
Yes, I know that. I know. I wouldn't actually do that.
Eat them up.
Eat them up.
Eat them up.
So this is yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst movie in the history of anything ever.
I still think Justice League
was worse. No, Apocalypse War is worse.
Okay.
No, maybe. I think Justice League is worse.
That's short.
It's short, but it's so excruciatingly painful that I just feel like tearing out my entire every bit of.
Yes, but there's more going on in it.
Yeah, but somehow there's less going on in that movie.
I don't know.
You guys would be surprised. I fall asleep during Joss Whedon's Justice League.
RGS, I shit you not. There's a scene in Apocalypse War where John Constantine, he looks over at Harley Quinn and King Shark's direction. He's like, "Oh, bollocks, my ex," and Raven's like, "You and Harley? Gross." And then he's like, "Do I look mad?" The camera pans up to King Shark, who gives him a sexy wink. And then Raven gives him a concerned look. I'm like, well, someone told me he was sleeping with the fishes. I didn't think that's what they meant.
Sometimes you gotta bag a predator.
King Shark in that movie up until LexCorp gets blown up, just says King Shark is a shark.
Well,
is that what he said when he was having sex with John, who is a bottom bitch?
I mean, that's a good way to end the stream. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, so next week we will be doing Thunderball, and the following week will be the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Tomorrow will be more December.
Yeah. I hate the Suicide Squad, but I don't hate it as much as this film. Maybe.
So bye.
I'll have to say bye.